Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, we drunk trapping today on a Friday, man. It's all love,
Absolutely.
all prosperity. We done made that work week. It's over with. You know it's time for a liquor store run, man.
Facts.
And before you do anything, after you leave the liquor store, you know you gotta bend the corner and hit the trap, man. So
Absolutely.
without further ado, I'm in here with my brother Landlord from Alabama. What's good with you, my boy?
What's happening? What's happening? You know I had to pull up at the liquor store, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we got something good to drink on, you understand?
Man, yes, sirski, yes, sirski. So, everybody on their way into the liquor store, man. I need y'all to do underwork a little bit, man. I need y'all to work your hands just a little bit. I need y'all to hit that like button. I
Just a
need
little bit.
I need y'all to hit that share button. I need you to slap the shit out of Eagles fan. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, you will get half off all the items in the liquor store. And
Absolutely.
we got Eagles tears, we got hen, we got gin, we got everything it takes to make you sin. So y'all come on in and use that discount while supplies last.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. I need you to also hit that Cash App for your boy, man. We're still doing a Dallas Cowboy jersey giveaway. If you hit the Cash App, which is $ Hennythemoor, which is floating in the bottom in that nice little blue banner. If you send $5 to that Cash App, you will be entered for a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice. So that interests you if you're trying to get your Dallas Cowboy jersey, or if you're just trying to support the content. Either way is fine. Hit the Cash App, man.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all support. It's hard out here for a content creator, man. You know what I'm saying? Out here in these streets. But shout out to everybody rocking, man.
Yeah.
So what you had on your agenda today, Mr. HTM?
Man, listen, there's been a lot of hold on. I see my people in the chat box real quick. Stephen Harrison, what's good with you, my boy? Raymond Silas, what's up with you? Clifford Smith, what's up, man? I see you. Kevin Calloway, what's good? I appreciate the love and the support, man. Miss Regina Green with the green. Now, part of the Rich Gang, I see you. Brian Kite, my friend, how are you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. We appreciate y'all for all the love and everything y'all do, for the channel. And I see my boy Dro Knows. What's up with you, man?
Shout out to the Silver Slayer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to Gary Murphy, everybody rocking, man. We appreciate you.
Indeed. So West Coast, I said I'm gonna call you West Coast. He probably talking shit about us somewhere.
Pretty sure.
That what happens. When you randomly say somebody else's name, like they probably burning you up somewhere.
Yeah.
But Landlord, I had sent you something in your inbox. Earlier today. Well, I really sent it yesterday. You seen it earlier today. It was a bunch of cowards. Because cowards die 1,000 deaths. They live in fear. They curl their tail beneath their legs. They probably sit down when they piss because they look feminine like that over there. But there was some cowardly actions going on from a certain fan base, and I wanted to play it for everybody again because it was an instant classic. It was a hit when I played it yesterday. So we gonna play it again, and then I want to get your live on air opinion about what the hell you just seen going on.
Bet it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas tough too. Dak always kills us, so he's healthy for week. Dak always kills us. So
yeah, that fucker, he always does it too. Yeah.
Week 9 against Dallas, 4:25 p.m. We got, if we have Hurts and they have Dak, it would only be their second time playing against each other. In the first game, Hurts got beat pretty bad. 2021, we lost pretty bad against them when Dak and Hurts both played. And then last year, obviously, we had the backup, so didn't happen. That's going to be a tough. I mean, that's like getting a big it's getting a big time weight off our shoulders. Like if we could just beat that team with Dak, I just feel so good about that. Because to be honest, we haven't done it in forever. Since 2019, they haven't beat the Cowboys with Dak Prescott. And we all talk about he's mediocre and all this, but plays well against us. So we got to go out there and I think we got to go out there and win. He's healthy for week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Landlord. So those are Eagle content creators who are not very good at their job anyway. So what did you feel about their comments about OG Bobby Johnson Prescott and how he be taking their lunch money and shit?
Well, I call him make it rain, Dakota, because he gonna make it rain on them boys. And absolutely, he's surgical with it, man. And this is what's peculiar to me. Okay, we have people in our Cowboy fan base who don't recognize this, and they'll say that Hurts is better, and they'll be like, Dak is not good enough. But you hear these people over here looking like Dak is the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Dak is John Wick, like you said. Like he is slaying these boys left and right. So why would you, as a supporter of this team, how could you not recognize this? That's my problem. Like if you a fan of the team, if anybody get them a little leeway, it should be you. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to have to like stop yourself from being biased from time to time. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real fan. So you got to be able to recognize that you have a good quarterback, man. You have a good quarterback. And he's been dominating. That's one way to indicate, do you got a good quarterback here? You want to know how? The dominance that he's been doing in his division. That's a telltale sign about a good quarterback and a good team. We've been dominant in our division. The Giants don't never beat us. The Eagles don't never beat us. Washington don't never beat us. Now, the Eagles had success against a lot of other teams last year, but they had trouble with us. Dak has been dominant in your division, and he's been the mover, the shaker. He's been the man. He's been him dunking in the NFC East. So that's one of the biggest things you can tell for if your quarterback is one of them or not. You know what I'm saying? That's his first line of business. Like, that's the first thing you want your quarterback to do, right? Like, I guarantee you when you draft a quarterback, you like, look, this is what we need you to do. We need you to become the best quarterback you can become, and I want to win in the division. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we move on to trying to win in the conference. And then after that, we try to win a Super Bowl. Like, it is an order of doing things. And Dak ain't got over the conference hurdle yet. You know what I'm saying? But he has been dominant. Not okay, not mediocre, not average. He has been dominant in the NFC East. But they gonna tell you, the NFC East bad. We had the best division in football last year. What you gonna say about that? So do not let these people steer you in the wrong direction, feeling negative about your quarterback. That's what they here for, to be haters and to hate on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And this is the thing. Like, Dak Prescott, I always throw out the numbers. Like, the man is top 10 all time in all the major quarterback statistics: completion percentage, passer rating, touchdown interception ratio, top 25 in regular season win percentage all time. So, like, Dak Prescott, like, people are saying that he's mediocre when he's statistically a top 10 quarterback all time. You know what I'm saying? You're just going by careers overall numbers.
And how foolish is that? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the thing, like, the Eagles, as much as they pump their chests out, much as they talk shit on social media, and most of they say this and that about Dak Prescott, like they said, they don't beat this man. Dak Prescott is 8-3 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and there are asterisks around all three of those wins. In 2016, Dak Prescott only played 2 series because he got benched after that because we already had the 1 seed. So they beat the shit out of Mark Sanchez. They didn't beat Dak Prescott really. Then 2017, the game that they won against Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott was suspended. Then you go back to 2019, what was the last time that they did beat Dak Prescott? He had a shoulder injury that he played through. So they have not beaten a healthy Dak Prescott since 2017.
That's
they have
crazy.
Not. They ain't won a game in Dallas since 2017, right?
The Giants ain't beat them since 2016, ain't it?
Giants ain't beat them since 2016.
Man, like, but y'all saying this dude ain't good. Like, this is crazy. Look, Aaron Rodgers get the same praise for dominating his division, and they was worse than us.
Exactly.
They was worse than our division. Them boy had the Lions. The Lions been one of the worst teams in football forever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that, the bad division stuff. Dominating any division at this level of football is impressive. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Having a record like he got, that's difficult, bro. even when Tom Brady and them in the Patriots was dominant, they used to get caught sleeping a couple of them games against the Jets and stuff, didn't it? They used to get caught sleeping against Miami a couple of games. Like, bro, that is not easy to do. So don't let nobody tell you no different. Like, that's not easy.
When you play a team that often, you play a team 2 times a year, and then you possibly see them in the playoffs. Listen, if you're the starting quarterback, or anything, like, you would have seen that team 8 times during your rookie contract. You know what I'm saying, at the bare minimum. So it's hard to beat a team when they know you, but it's even crazier that you're that dominant against teams and they know you. Like, they know all your tendencies. They know all your tendencies. They know your playmakers. They know your mama first name. They know your dad. They know your daddy's social security number. You know what I'm saying? They still can't beat that.
Crazy is you that dominant and you get no credit for it. That's what's crazy. Like, the fact that you just whipping people who know your every move, that's ridiculous alone. Like, look, then think about this, and everything gets a contradiction, man. Like, this a mic drop. We just said that I just made a case to tell you why beating your division is impressive. But what do most people in the NFL say about your division games, Mr. Hen? What they say about those?
Oh, that's the most important thing.
No, not only that. They say your division is the tough games.
Yeah, they're the hardest games.
They say, look, every time you look at the schedule with the professionals, they be like, well, that is a division game, so you never know. They credit the division games as some of the tougher games on your schedule because of the familiarity that they have with you and how often you play them. That's what make that even more difficult from time to time. Now you add that on top of the fact that these teams are actually good now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not easy, y'all. This is not easy.
No, it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. I'm actually glad that the division is getting better, because that way the Dallas Cowboys can't stand pat and like we like our guys. We ain't heard not one time the Dallas Cowboys say shit like we like our guys. The division got better. I ain't heard that shit.
And they talk about paying their stars.
And they talk about paying their stars. I ain't heard about we like our guys. I ain't heard shit about no pie. Like, they used to talk about pie all the time. Now I ain't heard nothing about it. Got to be on a diet because they can't have pie or some shit. Because I ain't heard nothing about no pie.
They know they can't just be depending on Dak just whooping these boys forever. And you know what I'm saying? These teams is getting better. So now they got to actually put forth an honest effort to get this team better.
Mm-hmm. And listen, like, if we're just being honest about everything, the division has not been bad really except for like 1 or 2 years that Dak Prescott was there. That not only were we the number 1 division last year in the NFC, we were also the number 1 division in 2016 when Dak Prescott became the starter. But what people do not remember, there were 3 teams with winning records that season. It's just that because of tiebreakers, Washington could not make it in. But Washington,
and we dominated.
The only team that we had issue with the Giants.
Giants beat us twice, but other than that, we dominated everything else.
Yeah, because remember, the low man in the division with the Eagles, they were 7-9.
Now, ain't that crazy, bro? The Giants been quiet since then, but ain't that weird that, we out of 3 wins that year, we had 2 losses by the Giants. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. They ain't did nothing ever since. Dak took it personal in the hand. He said, you ain't never beat me no more.
I'm finna say, what was actually crazy about that, the only 3 losses we had that season was to our division. Because we beat everybody else. We ran through the AFC. We beat the shit out the Steelers. We beat the Ravens. No, we beat the Browns ain't nobody. But, we beat everybody and their mama.
Yeah.
Beat everybody and their mama that year, except for a couple guys in our division. And
that's
like I
hilarious. Dak took it personal like MJ. He said, you will never beat me again.
And they ain't.
And they ain't touched. They ain't even. Man, Dak be going off against the Giants and against the Eagles. That's crazy.
Man, yeah. So everything that I shoot comes with a loud sound. Every clip that load comes with surround. Sound my D, kind of like Charlotte. This ain't no pound town.
What is he rapping or something? What you doing, Cha-Cha? You
Cha-Cha,
nefarious on a Friday.
Cha-Cha in there going in.
You nefarious on a Friday. What you got going on? This is a family show, Cha-Cha. What you talking about?
No, sir, we are drunk trapping. There better not be no kids over here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, kids ain't allowed up in here.
And yes, Fish, we got the sweets, we got the hen, we got Eagles tears on deck, whatever you need, man. Just we in the liquor store and we in the trap. So listen. We here. We were here for. Hey, if you need it, we got it, my boy. I'm just gonna say that.
Absolutely. And then, like I said, the one thing that a lot of people point to is Dak in the playoffs. Of course, he ain't won a Super Bowl. But the one thing is, them boys been beating a lot of people. Like the San Francisco beat a lot of people in the playoffs. Like they been smacking around Aaron Rodgers, and they say he the best thrower of the football ever. Aaron Rodgers cannot mess with them boys. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just crazy, like the way they keep on continuously moving the goalposts, like as if he's not a good player. Not only do they not give him credit of being a good player, they say he's ass. Like, man, I swear I wanted to put hands on Shady when he said it, because it's so disrespectful.
It was disrespectful as hell.
It's for no reason, man. Dak is the nicest dude in the world. This man don't even troll people. This man don't say nothing to nobody. All he do is try to win football games, do work, donate to charities and stuff. The man just won Walter Payton Man of the Year. And you up here talking bad about him like he just be out here in the streets trolling people. See, that's that bully stuff, man. They know Dak ain't finna say nothing, and he gotta stay clean. So they want to try to fire off on my guy. But they'll never. They need to go get him though. Like people like Michael, the ones that want to talk, they need to go get them, boy.
Right, I agree with that. So let me ask you: Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it, but we kind of covering some of it. But I can see it.
Okay, well, this is the most postseason touchdowns by current quarterbacks. This is passing, receiving, rushing, all touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
So amongst the active quarterbacks, the only guys with more postseason touchdowns are Rodgers, Mahomes, Wilson, Allen, and Stafford. Dak Prescott has more postseason touchdowns than everybody else.
Even Burrow.
He has more than Burrow. He has more than Cousins, Watson, Lawrence, Jackson. And remember, he's only one touchdown behind Matthew Stafford, despite the fact that Matthew Stafford got drafted in the late 2000s.
And he'd had a long time, huh?
Yeah. And when you compare, overall, like Dak Prescott only has 5 postseason turnovers.
Yeah.
He did not have a single fumble loss, and he only has 5 interceptions over the course of 6 games. So Dak Prescott does not, just have these. I ain't really show up. Like look at Lamar Jackson. People be talking about Dak Prescott not showing up in the postseason. Lamar Jackson got 4 touchdowns in the postseason.
J215 Hood, he said stats don't win games, sir. Scoring is a stat. What you mean?
Like scoring,
you got to score to get the win, bro.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing about completion percentage, passing rating. I said he's scoring his ass off in the postseason.
Scoring is a stat, and that's how you win the game. So, I mean, I don't know. I understand some of us football guys try to, semi-discredit some stats. Some stats are foolishness now. But this one of the real stats. You scoring points, bro, that's very necessary.
Yeah, scoring touchdowns is important as hell. Like scoring touchdown is important as hell. He said Dak is not in the league of Joe Burrow except for everything statistically they are though. Like their statistics are.
See, you going over feelings instead of facts. That's the difference.
And this is the thing though. Like y'all like other quarterbacks because they're not on your team. That's the only difference. Like if Josh Allen was a Dallas Cowboy and he had the exact same year that he had last year, y'all would still be crucifying him because Josh Allen led the league in total turnovers. Like Dak Prescott only led the league in interceptions. Like Josh Allen led the league in total turnovers. That man had like 5 lost fumbles. He only had 1 less.
Josh Allen had 9 lost fumbles if I ain't mistaken. He had something ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount. On top of the interceptions.
Led the league in red zone turnovers. So this the thing, y'all are okay with every other quarterback and y'all fine with putting all the other quarterbacks over Dak Prescott because you don't got to live with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like y'all, be looking at all the other women. You know what I'm saying? And y'all look at these other women and y'all think they shit don't stink while you shit on your wife. You know what I'm talking about? But shit, you with your wife every day. You see the thing that she does. You don't see this. You don't know this other girl down here beats her men up.
all you see is the good. You don't see the bad yet.
Yeah,
know what I'm
like
saying?
yeah, like y'all on the outside looking in and turn the other quarterbacks like hell. You know what I'm saying? Like hell, there's even some folks over there.
Cowboy, Colin Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl. Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl. Who cares, bro? I get sick of y'all saying this foolish stuff. You don't get no trophies for losing, bro. You want to credit these people for losing? I get sick of this foolishness, man. I'm not giving you no stripes for losing. Because if you, like, that's foolishness. You don't credit Colin Kaepernick for going to the Super Bowl. What about him? Cam Newton ain't even in the league. He went to one. What about him?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Y'all swear
What you
down.
want to say about that? I want to hear his response because he be saying this crazy stuff all the time.
And listen,
like, what's your response about that? Cam Newton ain't even in the league. He been the one.
And listen, Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl. What was that boy that played for the Chicago Bears? What was that boy name?
For the Bears?
Yeah, they're for the Bears. You know what I'm talking about?
Cutler. It wasn't Cutler.
It wasn't Cutler. It was the other boy. Oh, yeah. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson.
Cowboy, you want Nick Foles right now? You'll take Nick Foles over that then, wouldn't you? You would. Yeah, you talking about he went to a Super Bowl. What about Nick Foles? He won one. What about him?
Rex Grossman, thank you. He was sorry as hell.
Rex Grossman. You want him? Let me know. Cause y'all can't see the forest for the trees. You think it's only a quarterback. Cam Newton was an MVP and Dak can't win that. What you will take Cam Newton over Dak right now?
No, because Cam Newton ain't been better than Dak since 2015.
Cam Newton can't even get a job. So let me know that. Cause you look, you see how he dodged the question. I asked you a specific question. You start just saying random stuff. Would you take Nick Foles over Dak? See, man, I ain't got time for this today. Man.
I mean, how can you say that Dak? Listen, Dak Prescott had like 1 or 2 bad games in the playoffs. He played 6. So, like, y'all keep harping on the 49ers. Like, yes, I will give you that. He did not play his best game against the 49ers. I gave you his numbers against everybody else. I gave you his cumulative numbers, 15 touchdowns to 5 turnovers. So he's 3 times more likely to, let's do simple math. He's 3 times more likely to score in the playoff than he is to turn the damn ball over. That's a 3-to-1. That's a 3-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio. Am I right? That's a 3-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So when you look at Nick Foles, what was Nick Foles' production in the postseason? What was Nick Foles' production in the postseason? Let's take a look, because
Nick Foles had a phenomenal postseason, if I ain't mistaken.
Postseason stats. All right, let's look at Nick Foles' postseason stats. Nick Foles in his entire postseason career has 11 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And then I think he has, let me see his total.
Ultra Cowboy cool, man. He been rocking with the channel for a long time, but he just be saying some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm not opposed to people that's going to go against the grain. I welcome it. I'm a very good debater. Y'all will see that. And you know what I'm saying? If you ain't seen it yet, you going to see it. That's really my lane, but I don't like to get my blood pressure going. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that. I'll just say this. If you want to argue, you want to debate with Landlord from Alabama, yeah, I said it and I stand on it. You better be right. When you come in here arguing, debate with me, you better be right. That's the only way you're going to win. You better be right. Straight up. My clips stay loaded. I'm ready for them. Like, I do this for real. Like, I just don't want to argue all day because we got better content to give. But when people come in here saying foolishness, you want to debate me, bro, I'm telling you straight up, if you're not right, you're going to lose. That's a promise.
I said Fish 82 said we know Cowboy fans want a white quarterback. Stop the cap and say it.
I try not to make it racial. I try to stay away from that type of stuff.
I try to too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, well, listen, I'm gonna say this: like, they equally hated Tony Romo ass, so I know they didn't like no
They
essay.
hated on Romo too, though.
I know they ain't like no. And listen, Tony Romo's not white. A lot of people be thinking that his name is Antonio something Romo. He is a Hispanic man. So you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know. Like I don't know.
They really did hate. They hated Romo out so bad, bro. I used to be doing this same stuff before I was on TV. Well, on YouTube, I was doing the same stuff. I was arguing in the streets. Man, Romo good, bro. It's just the team. We need to, you know what I'm saying? Bro, Romo was a good quarterback too. We just couldn't put the team around him. Like, real talk. Romo messed up in more big moments. You know, he had some bad moments. But like Romo was good too, bro. Like we just didn't put the team around him. Like, I don't know how the Joneses then hypnotized y'all to not even put blame on them. See, that's what I'm trying. This is what I'm thinking it is now. Cause it seems like people like Ultra Cowboy, you know, I love you on this channel, bro. You've been supporting me for a long time. But you gotta get these slugs, they coming at you. So I don't never see y'all say nothing about the front office.
And they're the one constant.
I don't never
years.
see y'all say nothing about the front office. So you afraid to hold the front office accountable?
Our last two franchise quarterbacks have been undrafted in the 4th round pick. We did not have to go through a 1-16 season like before Troy. True.
I don't never see y'all talk about the front office. Never. And you can't sit up here and tell me that they handled that wide receiver situation correctly. You up here praising Joe Burrow and he got the best wide receiver core in football. Where was Dex?
Wasn't good outside of CeeDee Lamb.
He still got the same fate, didn't it? Where they made it to the 2nd round?
Yeah.
They made it to the championship, didn't it?
Burrow, yeah, they made it to the AFC Championship game.
But what about Josh Allen?
Just got sent home. At home.
But Burrow had the best wide receiver core in football. They just ranked it again this year, the best. Where was Noah? Noah Brown, your number 2 quarterback. But you don't have no accountability to point towards the front office. How does that work? If you an honest person, bro, you ain't got to win the argument against me. I'm just being real. Did Ultra Cowboy, did the front office handle the wide receiver situation correctly? Did they do that? Answer that question. If you can't answer that question correctly, then I know it's an uphill battle that we'll never resolve, and we'll just have to agree to disagree. Did the front office handle the wide receiver position correctly last year? And this is not debatable. This is really only one answer. And if you gonna be delusional about not answering this, then we can't discuss no longer. Like, I'm sorry.
Choctaw said Burrows had the same wide receiver he had at LSU. He said Joe Burrow's overrated.
He been with this dude forever.
Like they buddies.
And then Joe Burrow had 1 year of production at LSU. We don't even know how have Jamar Chase missed games. I want to see what he looked like without Jamar Chase.
He wasn't good. Like he wasn't that good. Remember, the man he only won like 2 games his rookie year without the boy. And he still
Jamar Chase probably the most talented receiver in football to me. He one of my, like, I ain't saying he the best, but as far as like ability, that boy is different. So I want to see Joe Burrow without him. Let's see that. Okay, he said the front office has built a great, man, get out of here. Get out of, I'm done with you. I ain't answering no more of your question, bro.
I mean, listen, I would say that they got a better roster now. We talking about last season, my boy.
I'm asking you about the receiving core. You see how he dodged?
Noah Brown was your 5th or 6th wide receiver before they got rid of Amari Cooper. Hold on. I ain't letting him off. I'm talking about. I said Noah Brown was like your 5th or 6th wide receiver at one point, and he got elevated. And then like they went and signed. What was the boy names? What's his first name? Something Washington. You know,
James Washington.
Yeah, they went and got James Washington. His ass couldn't even get on the field because he had hurt himself. Then he was ass. You know, and then you got the ghost of Michael Gallup running out there trying to catch passes.
This what lets you know that this is wee woo. Shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports. When I asked him a blunt question, what did he do? Tap dance. He'd start talking about something else. I asked you, did the front office handle the wide receiving core correctly? You started talking about a roster.
A roster includes Dak Prescott. Yeah, the overall roster is good because you got a top 10 quarterback on it.
Man, see, when you start asking direct questions, you get what the real is. If you guys don't understand why Cooper is gone, go ask the 2 Super Bowl winning head coaches that got rid of Poodle Cooper. Man, what is you talking about, man? I don't even know. What are logical fans there? How y'all doing?
Or taking the record from Troy for most touchdowns between a Dallas Cowboy and wide receiver with Dez. Yeah, what's up with you, JC? Thank you for tapping in.
JC, man. Y'all gonna have me. I'm gonna have to give me a shot later on today.
Man,
Y'all
go.
gonna have me drinking.
Hey, we are in the liquor store, so you want to start drinking, my boy? You know,
I gotta go to work, so I can't drink yet.
man.
But
Hey, you know, I'm one of those horrible friends, man. I'm a horrible friend. F that job, man. You know, stay home, take your sip, man.
yeah. I'm just saying, man. Look, man, it's not as bad as y'all make it out to be, bro. As far as the quarterback situation, it's so many things. Like, the ghost of Gallup. We had Jalen Toe, but this man didn't even play football for years. This man started playing football late, but the front office said he can replace. Who will he be replacing? Michael Gallup. They didn't replace CeeDee Lamb. They replaced CeeDee Lamb. I mean, Coop with CD. They didn't replace CeeDee Lamb, and they thought Jalen Tolbert was finna take over for Michael Gallup.
Cowboys actually did not go further without Cooper, because when Cooper first got here, we went to the second round that year as well. So we got just as far without him. You could say that, but you can't say we got further without him.
Man,
because it's an untrue statement. We actually did go to the second round with Amari Cooper as our number one wide receiver in 2018, and we also went to the second round this year with CeeDee Lamb as our number one wide receiver.
Cowboy, if you was building a receiving core, would you have Noah Brown on there?
Hell no.
I was just trying to see. And then look, not only did he have Noah Brown on there, he actually made Noah Brown look decent from time to time. So y'all playing with the wrong dude.
Noah Brown looks so decent. He went and got a contract, boy. We know
y'all
he ain't
playing
like
with
that.
the wrong dude, man.
We know Noah Brown ain't like that.
Noah Brown been 17 receivers deep on his roster. He was like the roster wonder. Nobody understood why Noah Brown kept making this team.
Special teams.
Nobody knew why Noah Brown was making this team for years. That lets you know I've been following this team. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. The only thing we gave Noah Brown was a good blocker. We was like, well, he's special team and he's a good blocker. How he always making this roster. All of a sudden, he wide receiver too.
We were talking about moving this boy to tight end because he was just blocking so well.
The boy had Dennis Houston at wide receiver this year. And y'all want to sit up here and tell me it's Dak's fault when Joe Burrow got 17 number one wide receivers out here, man. I ain't got time for y'all. Hey, shout out to Tammy Kelly, man. You be sharing all the time on Facebook. I really appreciate that. I don't think I ever caught you on here live, but I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Landlord from Wakanda with the 199. He said, I would not stand for this Noah Brown slander. Man, go.
Sir, it is only slander when it's not true.
He's so wild. He always coming with some crazy stuff.
I would not stand for Noah Brown.
He gonna stand on it, man. Go on.
Y'all almost ain't got TVs in Wakanda. You couldn't have seen this man play.
Hey, think about it though. Noah Brown was we done had all kind of receivers in here over Noah Brown. Man, Noah Brown about the 7th receiver on this roster. But y'all up here acting like, Dak's fault. Hey, we gave you Noah Brown. like it's supposed to be done.
Ultra Cowboys said, I am going to be here when I'm going to be here when you guys get the Dak playoff letdown, going to be comical, not winning a chip with Dak as QB. I said the same thing about Tony. Well,
why are you so hopeful on that? You should want to be wrong. You should want to be wrong.
I want to know that as well. Like, you're a Cowboys
fan.
That's what
you know he's not bro. I'm sorry. I don't like to just call people on they fandom, but if you're so confident that you just, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to want to be wrong for that, Ultra Cowboy. Like, real talk. I don't think Luke Schoonmaker gonna do nothing, but I pray he go crazy. This is what I'm telling you. So I don't see how you so confident and solid in saying that. You in love with your ideas. You ain't in love with this team. You in love with your ideas. So you ain't supporting the team for real. You putting your ideas over the team, sir. That's foolishness.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
And listen, I want y'all to understand something. As a raw rookie, Dak Prescott threw 3 touchdowns and over 300 yards, scored 31 points against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Was he the reason that we lost that game? No. All right. In 2018, he went toe-to-toe with Russell Wilson and won. right? Won that game. Turned around, had a 2-touchdown, no turnover performance against the Rams, right? And the reason we lost that game was because we gave up almost 300 yards on the ground. Was that Dak Prescott's fault, right?
Yep.
This year, Dak Prescott had a damn 5-touchdown game, blew out Tom Brady in the Bucs. Now, he did have a down game against the 49ers, and he did have a down game against the 49ers the year before. But we're not going to sit here and just act like Dak Prescott did not play good in 4 playoff games.
You'll have a bad game if your OC doing stupid calls too and doing nothing but turnaround routes all game. You'll have a bad game too.
Fam,
Hold on.
Ultra Cowboy. He threw an interception on a damn screen pass. It was a screen. Like, nobody blocked the man. He ran to the backfield and grabbed the ball. Like, how is Dak Prescott fault? Because the man in front of him didn't do his job.
Landlord from Wakanda, that's fair, bro. If anybody tell me that, I'm good with it. Dak need to play better, but he good.
Yeah, that's fine. Like,
he do need to play better. We ain't saying he perfect.
Yeah, he needs to play better against the 49ers.
Yeah, he need to play better.
But that's the thing. There's like, when I point this out, that is the only team he has had bad playoff performances against.
But to sit up here and act like it's just all Dak's fault, that's foolishness. When you seen how the mismanagement of this front office with this wide receiver core, you seen that with your own eyes. I think y'all want this landlord. This the landlord y'all want. Y'all want me with my blood pressure high. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is what y'all want. Cause I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I'm gonna have 1 year left in YouTube at this rate. I can't make it like this. My blood pressure be too high messing with y'all.
He said at the very least hit the light.
So look.
Philly said 1.
He won. He got the 1. Look. I knew y'all were toxic too. I knew y'all were toxic. I should have asked that question. I knew y'all were toxic. Y'all ain't no good, man. At least me and Regina looking out for me. She said no. El Tino said, relax, landlord. All right, man.
He said, don't let the haters get your blood pressure up, my boy.
They gonna have my blood pressure boiling, man. Cause I just don't. It's hard for me to compute stuff that makes no sense. Like, if you give me something that's factual and I can find a way to rationalize it, I'm like, okay, I can see why you think like that. Even though I feel differently, I can at least understand why you got that stance. If I can't do that, bro, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If I can't even logically understand the reason why you feel that way, I can't tolerate it. I go crazy after that.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. So let me take a look at something.
John Cofield said, nah, I like chill landlord, man. Yeah, they get me out my element, Mr. John. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like that. I don't want to be this way. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 Superman. He says, for all you haters, answer this. What would Dak be with the Niners, Rams, and Chiefs? I said the same thing. How would you feel about playing Dak with the Eagles roster? How would you feel about that? And put Jalen Hurts on this team? I guarantee you they'll smoke us. I guarantee you they would.
So let me ask y'all a question, right? So y'all know that Dak Prescott, and Peyton Manning both started their playoff careers 2-4, right?
Well, hold on. I don't know about with the DBs we got now though. Our DBs are strong now though.
But yeah, I'm finna say, like, Dak Prescott and Peyton Manning both started their playoff careers 2-4. Like, Peyton Manning lost a playoff game 0-41 against the Jets in 2002. You know what I'm saying? Like, he threw 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This man was out here completing under 60% of his passes. He completed 45% of his passes. No touchdowns, no turnovers. 1 touchdown, completed 53% of his passes. Like, Peyton Manning was not out here playing good in postseason to start either. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Knowing what you know happened afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we have these examples of good quarterbacks starting slow in the postseason, needing time to get it together, needing time to build confidence, rapport, and actually getting a chance to go to the playoffs. It's not like
getting over the hump. Because look, one more thing that's consistent with that, they started having consistent playoff appearances. We just not getting to that. You know what I'm saying?
And that was my point. That was pretty much my point. Like, you got to give these guys chances. We weren't consistently even going to the playoffs until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't make it in 2020. We just now went to back-to-back playoff appearances since the early 2000s.
Since the 90s. They said the 90s, didn't it?
It was early 2000s. Tony Romo got the back-to-back playoffs early on.
It was back-to-back 12-5 seasons since the 90s.
That was since
the 90s.
Back-to-back 12-5 seasons since the 90s, and back-to-back playoff appearances, since the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So we just now getting the opportunity to see Dak Prescott get the chances to be in the playoff and get the chances to prove y'all boys wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that he was going to have more opportunities, let's see then. You know what I'm saying? Let's see at that point. Now listen, if after this next contract extension that Dak Prescott is on, you know what I'm saying, after these next 4 or 5 seasons, if he doesn't get it done then we can have a conversation about, hey, let's get a younger quarterback.
Man, Ultra Cowboy so wild, man. He said we double down on defense because they know Dak ain't gonna do it, basically. I ain't even got to read the comment to know what he's saying, but it's so funny, bro. Like, so
hold on.
I'm just telling, look, wait a minute, 1 second.
Go ahead.
So why y'all, that's what I'm telling you. Your logic is flawed because you're under the impression that the quarterback must be the reason that you win everything. That is not football, sir. Like, I don't care how, man, I try to respect my elders and stuff, bro, but like, I don't care how old you is, what kind of football you used to, bro. That is not football, sir. And I stand on that. If you think a quarterback supposed to do all of that, bro, you is crazy.
I mean, look, I'm gonna double down on a couple things. He said we double down on defense. We got everybody on offense. You don't need a damn wide receiver. You just spent a top 100 pick on Jalen Tolbert. So of course you're not gonna go get a wide receiver. You just brought in Brandon Cooks. You got his ass for 2 years, right? And then I can't say they didn't do that. They spent a second round pick on a damn tight end. So it's not like they just went on the defense side and do nothing for the offense, but you're pretty much set at offensive skill positions.
They went and got Cooks.
Yeah, that's what I said. They already brought Cooks in, and then this is the thing. You will sit here and see the 49ers win and go to the NFC Championship game without any real good quarterback play. You will
say we need him to be clutch. Man, Dak was one of the league leaders in game-winning drives for years. Y'all ain't even bringing that up.
Yeah. Then, you look at it from this other perspective. I done lost my train of thought now, kinfolk.
they killing me, man. It's almost time to go anyway. So, hey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out anyway, man. I gotta meditate and light some candles or something. I gotta drink some water. I gotta do everything right for until I go to work, cause they done got me up. They done got me up today, so it's all good. He said 49ers versus Bengals will be the Super Bowl. Keep that receipt.
If you believe that,
why your name Cowboy? Your name need to be Ultra Bengal. That's what your name is.
Ultra 9, the Gold Rush or some shit. You have unfounded faith in the 49ers.
And the Bengals.
The 49ers, the Bengals ain't never won. They went to a Super Bowl and lost, just like they always do. And the 49ers have been to Super Bowls and lost. So, it is what it is. So I'm glad you're confident in teams that you don't root for or watch. So thank God bless. God bless.
And that's a good way to look at it too, Lunatic, even if you low on Dak. On to the next topic. Dak debate is moot. He here for at least to the next 2 seasons. So it ain't nothing you can do. So you're gonna just have to, root for another team. He is doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said he got his receipts. He said keep the receipts. I'm like, damn.
Look, you remember I said the people that hate Dak, I don't know what you need to do in the meantime to root for another team. He at least following instructions. You know what I'm saying? He said he's gonna root for another team in the meantime. He's doing that at least though. Salute to you. But yeah, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I still look, even though I get angry, I still enjoy this. Y'all can tell, I wouldn't be up here It ain't the money that got me up here. I tell you that much.
We promise you, son. But
It's not the money.
if you want to change that, no, hit the cash app.
Yeah, if you want to help us out.
$ Hennythemoor for raffle entries and donations. Landlord, what is yours? Let them know.
Man, $ Landlord 723 if you want to help me get some blood pressure medicine or no, give me a shot or something to deal with all this foolishness that's going on in this chat, man. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Thanks for having me at the liquor store, sir.
Hey, man, you're fine, my boy. You're fine. You're fine. And hey, I'm gonna get on out of here too. I appreciate y'all for all the love and support. And remember, you're leaving the liquor store, so I want you to drink and drive responsibly. But, if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, clip their ass. Don't kill them. Don't go out. Don't go outside. But you just clip their ass a little bit. I want them to get scared and swallow that shit they were trying to eat a little bit too fast. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. We out of here.
Already.